Okay, so welcome to this next lesson where we're going to be talking about preparing our space and also preparing ourselves for meditation. So there's a number of ways that we can do this, and ultimately this will come down to your own personal preference. First of all, preparing the space. Very, very important that we make sure that it's a peaceful place, a relaxing place, but most important is a comfortable place. When we are physically comfortable, our mind can be at ease and be more relaxed, and this helps us to meditate effectively. So as part of this preparing the space, you may wish to have some candles, maybe some incense, maybe you wish to meditate with some soft music, maybe you wish to lie down, maybe you wish to sit in a chair, or maybe you prefer to sit on the ground cross-legged. As I said, this is a personal preference, but preparing the space and preparing ourselves to be comfortable for our practice is something which is really key to making sure we have a good and fruitful meditation. Okay, secondly, to prepare ourselves for meditation. Again, there are many ways that we can prepare ourselves. Some people would like to do movement and physical vibrations. Other people prefer to do breathing. Some people prefer just to observe the breath. So there are many ways that we can prepare for meditation, and no way is more correct than another. Again, it comes down to personal preference about how you wish to approach your practice. A very common way to start our meditation is through connecting with our breath. In yoga, there is a term called pranayama, and effectively this is just a breathing exercise, but it also helps in many ways on our physical body, and also it helps our mind to become more relaxed, again, so that we can have a more effective meditation. So to prepare ourselves for pranayama, literally we can just start with some deep abdomen breathing. So you might be starting with your posture with your straight back, and you might just start with some deep breathing into the abdomen. So it might look like this. Again, long, slow, deep breaths is really what helps our mind to relax. And also what you're finding is as you take in your breath and as you take in a lot of oxygen and the deep breathing process, you're actually activating what's known as the parasympathetic nervous system. And when you're activating this system, this is the system which is responsible for the rest and digest state. So by bringing in this oxygen, helping your body in so many ways, and helping your blood circulation and many, many other ways, it's helping you to also become more relaxed through the activation of this parasympathetic nervous system. Also, one of the benefits of bringing oxygen into your body and into your brain is that you're helping the brain itself to function and to concentrate more effectively. And as we're going to see in these series, concentration is a very important aspect of meditation. So let's now look at some of the ways that we can approach the breathing. I've just said that we can just start with some slow, deep breathing. So you would inhale deeply and as slowly and as deeply as you can, and then exhale. Sometimes when you're starting out, this might be a few seconds inhale and a few seconds exhale. And as you progress, you can 5 seconds, 10 seconds on the inhale, 5 seconds or 10 seconds on the exhale. So again, really making sure you breathe into the abdomen area and really just slow, deep, helping yourself to relax so that we can start to approach the next parts of our meditation. So this is one very simple pranayama or breathing exercise that you can work with. Another type of pranayama that you can work with is called nostril breathing. And there are two ways to approach your nostril breathing. The first way is by doing single nostril breathing. So in yoga, it is taught to use your right thumb, and you close your right nostril to start with. And You can either do it like this or you can do it like this, whichever is more comfortable. This will depend on whether you're sitting down or lying down also. But closing the right nostril and just taking a very slow, long, deep breath through your left nostril. And out. And again. Really making sure you're breathing into this abdomen area and then exhaling. And you just continue this process with your left nostril. Personally, I like to do 3 on each side. You might like to do 5, 10, or even 1. This, again, will come down to your personal preference. It is said in many of the yoga traditions that as you're starting out with pranayama, it's important not to do too much. Like when you go to a gym, you don't just pick up 120 kilo weight. Same in meditation. The pranayama and these breathing exercises is actually working some of your internal muscles. So to overdo the pranayama right at the start would be not so good for your internal muscles. So we just start gently and lovingly with ourselves. As I said, you can just do that first pranayama we talked about where you're breathing deeply. Maybe you do 10 deep breaths and then you start with your meditation. Or alternatively, you might start with the single nostril breathing and do 5 on your left and then 5 on your right, using your left thumb to close your left nostril before you then start your meditation. You may wish to also do a combination. So you could start with just some deep breathing. Maybe you do 3, 4, or 5. Maybe you don't count. And then after that, maybe your mind is starting to stir and your thoughts are starting to come. You might want to just change it up. You may be wanting now to do some single nostril breathing. And then you can start your meditation. So because this is a video and a DVD, I'll give you one more technique in your pranayama. And this one is called alternate nostril breathing. We said there's different ways that you can do your nostril breathing. And the first one is the singular we just discussed. And on the other side, I said that we may be doing 5 on each side, 3 on each side, or 10 on each side, as you wish. This next technique, the alternate nostril breathing, we're actually going to mix the two. And effectively what this does is there's some energy channels, or meridians, as it's known in the Chinese medicine system. When you're breathing in through your left nostril, you're actually breathing in a different kind of energy than you are on your right-hand side. It says that when you're breathing in on your left side, this relates to the yin energy, and on the right side is the yang energy. So this is the sun and the fire. So this is also important for helping our overall balance, and again, helping us to prepare for meditation. So I'll show you what the alternate nostril breathing looks like. You close your right nostril with your right thumb and you breathe in. And you close both of your nostrils for a couple of seconds, keeping them closed. Then you open your right nostril and exhale. You're using your ring finger on this left nostril. Then you're breathing in through your right nostril, closing both for a few seconds, maybe 2 to 4 seconds, then breathing out with your left nostril. This is one round. So breathing in. This is one round. And you can do as many rounds as you wish. I would suggest if you're a beginner just to start with 3 rounds. And if you're combining, maybe you just want to do 1 round. As you will feel from your practice, sometimes when you do these types of deep breathing exercises when you're not used to them, you may feel a little bit of sensations. Sometimes people are a little bit lightheaded. This is all very normal, and it's important to just feel for yourself and listen to your body through this process. How do you feel? Do you feel like you want to do some more? Do you feel more relaxed? So I just want to recap on the 3 types of pranayama that we've just covered, and on a few key points. So the first is preparing the space, making sure that you're undisturbed, you're peaceful, and there's not going to be anything that's an obstacle to your meditation. The second thing is preparing yourself with breathing exercises, and you have the 3 options that we've just discussed. The deep abdomen breathing, just breathing in and out. The single nostril breathing, where you breathe in through one nostril a number of times, and then you switch nostrils and you breathe in a number of times. And the third option with your alternate nostril breathing, where you breathe in, you hold for 2 to 4 seconds, and then you breathe out with the other nostril, breathing in that same nostril, holding for 2 to 4 seconds, and then breathing out with that nostril. That would be one round. So with those 3 pranayama techniques, you're able to work with one or all of those, depending on how you wish to do your practice. There are many yogis who like to practice pranayama for 30 minutes a day, but as I've said to you in this short video, it's best if you can work up to this time. Please don't start with 30 minutes unless you feel like you are comfortable doing this. And the last thing is to listen to your body. These types of pranayama do work on the internal muscles. They do help you to bring more oxygen to the body, and they are a very strong health practice. They are a type of preventative medicine, and they will help you in many different ways. Oxygen is a wonderful part of our being, so to bring more oxygen in and bring more light into our energy system is very important and a wonderful way to prepare ourselves for meditation.